Yo, what's up everybody? Jumping here, and I am back with the Noob's Guide for Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. In the first episode, we went over a lot of the basics, and we actually did do quite a bit. But right now, we're pretty much right at the point of the first boss of the game. And in this episode, we're going to fight the first boss and the second boss that we get access to. Now, before we actually fight the first boss, I think it might be a good idea if you are a new player to go and try to get a health increase. Now, you might not need it. I'll be honest with you, this first boss is pretty easy, especially if you follow my strategy. But I would say that getting that health boost is something that could potentially make this easier. And like I said before, when it comes to this guide, I'm going to try everything possible to make fights easier for you guys. And having a little bit extra health would be good. So we're going to fast travel to the estate, and we're going to go to the estate path. Now, something I guess I should actually talk about is this enemy we're about to fight isn't the easiest enemy in the world. He's not extremely difficult. You can pretty much get away with dodging and actually doing a lot of attacks, and you can defeat this guy. But to make this guy extremely easy, if you can actually practice and get good at doing the Makiri counter, that is something that will make this a joke. So, if you're not good at that as of right now, you might want to go back to the temple and practice that move against the undead guy for a little bit, and then actually try to fight this guy. But I'm going to go ahead and fast travel there now, and I'll show you where you can find him. Alrighty, so we are back at the estate, and we're going to go ahead and grapple up to the top again. We're actually going to take the time to kill these guys, just to get them out the way, so that they do not hit us as we're running past them, especially the archers. They are definitely the problem here because they can potentially shoot us. Let me just get behind this guy, take him out, and also collect my loot. We're going to do the same thing as we did before, and if you remember in the last episode, we did actually get the axe. So go ahead and put that on now, and we're going to run up behind this guy, and we're going to stab the one with the axe. This guy is going to wave his torch around, which gives us a free hit. Take him out. Now, this guy actually seen me somehow. Normally, he will not, but it's fine. So I'm just going to rush him now and take him out real quick. It should be pretty easy. Now, these guys have shields, and the easiest way to take them out is with the axe. All you got to do is just get close to them, smack them, and then it's an instant death blow at that point. You do want to be careful because they can attack you, and you don't want that, so just be a little bit careful about that. But overall, you should have no problem doing that. Now, this part is where we're going to find the enemy that we're trying to kill. The reason why we're killing them is to get the prayer bead from them, and with that, we'll have 4, and we can get a health boost. Now, the easiest way to actually go about doing this, in my opinion, is first off, jump up on this branch, and then select these shards so that you can throw one at this enemy. So we're going to throw one, immediately then jump up to the top here. That way this guy will now travel over here, and he's going to be kind of out of sight of these other enemies. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get him out of sight of those other enemies so that we can actually go and take him out and not get caught and detected by the other enemies. So we're going to go ahead and take him out. Now, our best option is to take out the archer, but I got seen by him. The archer is really the big problem here, I'll be honest. If you do get seen by the archer, go ahead and just dive in the water down here, and that will lose the aggro of that archer. Now we can jump back up, and there's going to be some grass here that we can crouch in, and we're going to just kind of roam over here. You can actually lock on to the archer. And that guy is far enough away that he will not see us. That's the boss enemy right there. Alright, gotta be careful. He kind of seen us there, or detected us. But we can do the same thing as we did before. Just run away, get in the water, just swim, and we will lose the aggro of those enemies. Now, let's go ahead and go back up. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and try to make it to this branch. There's one kind of tough enemy here, and that is the guy with the axe. He's directly below us. So let's actually just jump, attack him. Now, if he is not in that spot, you can always just try to rush him, and you can go ahead and just try to take him out. The other one shouldn't be a problem to take out because he's got the torch. He's going to swing it. We're going to go ahead and now take him out. We can come over here, grab this item, and then also grab this item. Now, one thing I will say is that at any time you can get a free stealth kill on this Shinobi Hunter guy. You can do that really easily, but I choose to do it this way because what I like to do is just, at this point, now that all the enemies are dead and it's just the Hunter, just run away. Run away like crazy. You don't need to jump in the water at this point. And what you can do is just run directly back, and his back is going to be turned. He's going to be trying to return to his original position. And now we're going to sneak up on him, stab him in the back, and we're going to go for ruthless aggression. So just do a lot of attacks. Now, whenever he does that, if you've practiced the counter, remember, you are waiting for the most part for the little kanji symbol to pop up on the screen. And if you do that, you can counter him. Super easy. But you kind of got to get the timing down. But a lot of it will come from whenever that symbol will pop up on your screen. But as you can see, if you can do the counter against him, he is a joke. An absolute joke. And most of his attacks are going to be thrusting attacks. He does have a sweeping attack as well. So if he does that, you can just jump and knee him in the face. Very easy enemy overall. Now let's go ahead and rest at this idol and unlock it. And we are going to now enhance our physical attributes, meaning our vitality. So now we have more health, and this can potentially help us against that boss. Let's actually see. We do have some points we could spend too. So I'm just thinking, honestly, I'm not going to spend any because I'm going to actually grab this next. That's going to be my next thing. Also down here, there is a skill that will actually increase the posture damage that you do with the counter, which is really good, and we definitely want to get that as well. But there's a skill up here as well that's really good, that whenever we get a death blow, we get some health back. And I definitely like that a lot, especially for dealing with the normal basic enemies and stuff, and even bosses. It's really nice whenever you get a death blow on a boss, you get some health back because you don't actually have to take the time to heal potentially, and that's really good. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and travel back so that we can fight this guy now, and we're going to go and fight the very first boss. Alrighty guys, well it's time for this first boss battle. And like I've said, he's really not that hard, especially if you follow the little strategy. I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about the strategy before we fight him, and then as I'm fighting him, I'll call it out and tell you what I'm doing. But when the fight starts, the first thing we're going to do is rush him as quick as we can, lock onto him, and then go ham. Try to make sure you're in range to actually hit him though. So hit him about 4 times, and then have your firecracker ready. Use a firecracker, that's going to stun him. Hit him again as many times as you can, and he'll probably run away from us. Now once he runs away, that should give you the opportunity to do a grappling hook attack on him. So the little icon's going up here. Use your grappling hook and close the gap. Now what I recommend is unlocking from him, and then like right before you get like right next to him, do your attack so you hit him twice with the grappling hook attack. And then once you land, hit him 1 time and dodge forward. Because if you dodge forward, his attack that he's going to do should actually miss you. And then you can turn around, you can relock if you like at that point. Hit him about twice and then do the teabag of doom because he will start attacking us. Now the first time we do that, that should actually stun him. So it's going to give us even more of an opportunity to hit him. But just repeat that, and the first phase should be a complete cakewalk. Now for the second phase, the only real difference is that whenever you firecracker him, it's going to stun him, and normally you can get about 2 attacks in, and then he's going to do an attack. So be prepared for that, and just go ahead and teabag of doom, the 1 attack that he does, and then you can just start going ham on him. He also has like a 3-hit combo he likes to do, and the final hit is going to be a vertical slam. If you can deflect that, it's going to stun him. So as long as you're doing the teabag of doom during his combo, you should be able to actually get some extra free hits in from deflecting that final hit. Now the last thing that I haven't brought up yet, I should have brought this up in the first episode, is whenever you are unlocked, you actually have a better dodge. So that's something that throughout the playthrough we can utilize. So anytime that we want to dodge something, if we're unlocked, we can actually move around a lot better while being unlocked. So keep that in mind. You get like better iframes while being unlocked. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to rush him in the beginning. We're going to lock on to him. So he appears, lock on, rush him. He's going to have a little monologue here, so hit him about 4 times, do a firecracker, and then just keep going ham on him as much as you can. He's going to run away from us. We're going to do a grappling hook, unlock, boom, 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 dodge forward. Be prepared for maybe doing the teabag of doom unless he stuns like that. So if he's coming at us like this, just teabag of doom so he doesn't hit us. Now at this point, we should be able to grappling hook, or we will fail, but we can go ahead and just do that. Firecracker him instead. So let's wait for him to have the icon appear, unlock, hit, dodge, hit. Now at this point, he should be dead for the first phase. Now remember, in the second phase, if you go ahead and hit him with the firecracker, he is going to do an attack. So unlock, boom, 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 dodge. Get ready for him to potentially attack us. Hit him a couple times. He's stunned there. Firecracker. Now be prepared, he's going to do an attack. Alright, he actually got stunned there. Watch out for the attacks. Teabag of Doom. Can't even see him, but whatever. That was the final hit I talked about before. He got stunned again. Alright, he's going to run away from us, so we can do the grappling hook attack on him. Unlock. Boom, 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 and he is done. Didn't even get hit there. That's how easy the fight is. You don't really have to get the health upgrade, but if you're new, I'm sure it's not going to go as smoothly as that, but very easy fight. Now, the second boss battle isn't going to be nearly as easy. In fact, we're going to cheese it, so that is something I want to bring up. And we're about to go and try to do the second boss battle, like, right now. But now that the fight is over, we can go ahead and go over to the idol here, and we just got a memory. So now we can actually go ahead and use that. And that's going to upgrade our attack. So now we will do more damage to vitality and to posture. That's one of the cool things about upgrading your attack in this game. Because doing damage to posture is just as important as doing damage to vitality. Now there was that item. There it is. Okay, I'm about to say I'm probably going to miss it if I don't pick it up right away. It's not anything important. Most of the items you're going to pick up throughout the game are really not that important. Now we're going to run up here. Now if you remember in the last episode, I recommended maybe buying purses and stuff to store your money if you feel like you're going to die. Well, this would be the time to actually use some of them. But let's talk to this guy. And it's going to be a merchant. And we are going to buy the gourd seed that he sells. So now we just got another one of those, which is really nice. And all the merchants are kind of separate or different. So if you had extra money and you want to just buy some more purses or something, you can buy them from that guy as well. Now when we go in here, there's going to be an NPC here we can talk to. He wants us to actually take out some rats, which we can't actually go do that right now. I'm trying to think, do I want to do that right now? Because the reward for this is actually really good. He's going to give you some more techs so you can actually level up a different field. And honestly, his field is really good. You definitely want to level that up and acquire a lot of those skills. So that is something to consider. There's a lady here. We could talk to her. And she's going to just tell us random stuff. I don't even know what she's saying. Honestly, maybe I should just put the dialogue in Japanese. And then I can at least hear when it's over. Because it is so confusing. Up here we can get an item. And right there we did actually just open up a shortcut as well. That's what that door did. But right now, the main thing we need to do is just head back over to the idol. But at this point of the game, I'm thinking that I'm probably just going to go ahead and go to the estate. But the first thing I might actually do is go back to the temple. Now, one thing I guess I should bring up as well. You don't actually have to run all the way to the idol like I just did. You can just use this homeward idol, and then there you go. Anytime you feel like you're done, just use this. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back to the temple. I'm going to talk to Emma, I'm going to upgrade my gourd, and then I'm also going to talk to the sculptor because I can go ahead and give him the item that we just got from the boss battle. Then I'm going to head back over to the estate. I'm not going to show me at the temple because it's just a waste of time. You know what I'm going to do there. But yeah, that is going to be the plan. Alrighty guys, well I am back and I have 4 healing gourds now, but I also gave that mechanical thing to the sculptor and now we can actually upgrade our prosthetic tools. Now, when you do that, you're only going to have enough materials to upgrade one thing, either the shuriken or the firecracker. I recommend the firecracker because it's great, but the difference between the 2 firecrackers will be somewhere in the description, and that's the same with every single upgrade. You're going to get a new firecracker or axe or flame vent or shuriken or whatever it might be. You're going to get a new version of it. You're going to want to read the description to try to figure out what is the difference. And this one is that we can charge it up, and you can charge up any of your prosthetic tools by holding down the R2 button, and it's going to have a crazy effect where this one doesn't have that. All right, let's go ahead and continue on now. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go to the left and grapple up, and then we're going to run over here, jump over here, grapple to this. There's a guy with an axe, so we definitely want to take him out. Be careful. I almost messed that up big time, but whatever. And then we can just spam against this guy, no problem. And stick to the right over here because otherwise you might be seen. Just jump on up, take this guy out with a stealth kill. And now we can actually sneak up on these 2 guys. Let's go ahead and get the guy with the sword because the guy with the bow isn't really a big deal. And anytime you're dealing with a dude with a bow, you can always just charge up your R1 attack, and that should one-shot that guy. And one of the things is that coming up here, we're going to have a lot, and I mean a lot of archers. And this is a part that you can easily be killed. So we're going to actually use a firecracker here. But the main thing is that if you can charge up an attack and then get the death blow, that will give you those iframes that can actually save your life. So we're going to jump up here. What we're going to do is we're going to jump over this guy and try to get a backstab on this dude right here. So this is going to propel us behind this guy. Get the backstab on him. Rush up here. Try to avoid some of the arrows. Throw out the firecracker. Didn't really work the way I wanted it to. But whatever. Try to get these iframes. Run around. Come on. Oh, we're all good. We're all good. I didn't even need to do that right there, but I was trying to get the death blow. But now all these guys are down. There is one more that actually ran away. He will always run away. So keep that in mind. Now there is a big guy on this bridge. So we're going to go ahead and rush him. And then we're just going to run away. Just run away. And let this guy come after us. This way we are out of sight of the other enemies. And we can just deal with the big guy by ourselves. Now this guy isn't so bad to take out, because he has one attack that will absolutely destroy himself if you can deflect it. So let's go ahead and do that. Get some hits in. Here is the attack. So just teabag of doom. Now he's going to fall over. We need to kind of dodge forward though on him. Whoa! Oh, I got hit. Let's just throw out a firecracker. And that should do it for him. There you go. But yeah, that one big attack, he always slams the ground before he does it. If you can deflect that, he's going to fall over and be completely screwed. Now these guys, be careful when you're using the axe on them, because you might actually misjudge the range, and if you do, you can actually get hit by them. So just be careful with that. Now we can just go ahead and rush this guy and take him out real quick and easy. Alright, so now all of this is cleared, and from up here, we can actually see that there's an item over there. Now normally, I would jump down from over there. In fact, there is an item over there. Interesting. Okay. That is an item that, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I've ever gotten that before. At least I didn't really know it was up there. Okay, well that's pretty easy. See, this is what I'm talking about. I probably have gotten this before. It's just that I'm going to potentially miss a couple items because it's just items that are kind of hidden and I'm just not thinking about them at the time. If I miss anything important, though, I will go back and get it and show that. All right, so let's hop in the water. We're going to go ahead and press circle to go faster here. there is going to be a treasure carp over here, so get ready for that. We want to lock onto him, dash forward, and then do the thrust attack. You have some crazy demon lunge range when you do that, and it makes it real easy for getting those guys, especially if you can catch them off guard. Let's go ahead and pick that up now. And this is a little bit of a secret, but it's going to tell us how to do this wall jump, where in reality, just mash the button and hope for the best. Sometimes you mess it up like I just did. Try not to move the camera either, because when you're moving the camera around, it can really mess you up while you're doing this. There we go. Now we're up. Now there is going to be a pretty strong enemy coming up here. Now here's the deal. This guy, we can defeat him if we actually fight him. He's going to have a sweep attack where we can jump and knee him in the face. He's going to have a thrusting attack where he'll kick us, and we can Makuri counter him by dodging forward at that attack. So we can beat him, but why beat him when we can cheese him? And that's what we're going to do. So let's have our firecrackers ready, because we might need them for this. And what we're going to do is, there's two ways of doing this. We're going to aggro him, run down here. Okay. Try to dodge him. And then we're going to run back up top here. I'm going to heal. And then get on the wall. Hide on the wall and hope for the best. Let's see what happens here. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Now, that's actually the spot we want him to be. It's behind the building. If he can be back there, that's actually perfect. Because now, we're just going to drop down. He'll take some damage. But don't worry about it. Kind of run away. And now we just need to jump back up. The music is gone. That means he is no longer aggroed on us. And we can hop back up now. Come on. Let's get up. And now we should be able to sneak up behind him. He has to be behind the building like that if you want to actually sneak up on him. Because that will actually kind of trap him there. And this is one of the ways you can cheese him. The other way was the way I showed. Sometimes that will work. Oh, we got to be careful because he's kind of like walking into the freaking thing, which is hilarious. But we got him. But like I said, the other way works too, where it doesn't always work though, I'll be honest. You can get him down here and then just run from him. Hide behind the wall. And then a lot of times he'll run up here and then he doesn't know where you are and he'll start searching for you, where you can actually wait for him to come to you and just grab him when he gets close. Or you can just kind of go around and then get him from behind. Now right here, this is going to be an item. This is actually a prosthetic tool, which I will actually probably go and use this here in a minute. But for now, we're not. But yeah, like that is a prosthetic tool. It's one that I really never used, to be quite honest. But every single one of the prosthetic tools actually do have some uses. Alright, so we're just going to jump into the water. Oh, I should have grabbed the branch because we took some damage from that. But just be aware of that. You can grab the branch right there. Let's go ahead and hop up. Now, real quick, this is a little bit of a spoiler warning. It's not really a big deal, I'll be honest, but you might want to go ahead and catch up to this point before you continue watching. And then once you see what this is up here, then you can continue. But I just want to warn you guys now, this could potentially be kind of a spoiler. So you have been warned. Alright, so now we're going to come up here and we're going to talk to Al, who is our daddy. Remember, this is a memory. So I'm going to skip the dialogue here. He's going to give us the key that we need for this area. And he's going to point towards the tree, I guess. I don't know what he's pointing at. I don't even know what he's saying right now. I'm just going to keep skipping. And he dies. And if you talk to him again or inspect him, Wolf is going to say like, oh, you know, I will obey the code. Alright, so what we're going to do here, and we do have the option, by the way, of actually going back and using the idol. Because you can go one of two ways here. You can go this way, where you just grapple to all the stuff. Or you can actually hop in that water down there, and you can grapple from there. So we're going to hop on down. There's going to be an enemy right here, and we're going to sneak up on him. So let's go ahead and do that. You could probably just rush this guy. It's really not a big deal. Now, let's stick to the left. There's going to be an archer over here. We're going to just do a thrust attack on him. And then just get him real quick. Now let's get our axe ready because there's going to be a guy with a shield. But there's actually another guy with an axe and he has armor. So you know who we're going for here. We're going to go after him, grab him. Alright, use this. Now the other enemies, they know that we're here. So we're just going to chill. Let them come to us and then we can just whirlwind slash them. Here he comes. Whirlwind slash. And this guy is a goner. You can actually eavesdrop on these guys. Oh, well, I thought maybe I had his back, but I didn't, so it's whatever. These guys were easy, though. Only the guy with the axe is the one that's kind of a problem. There is a guy right here, so just spam once you turn the corner, and you should be able to get him no problem. And there is one more thing in this area that we need to mess with, and we can completely cheese this. This is another fight that can be somewhat hard. If you're really good at doing the Mercury counter, or if you've been practicing it, and this is a good opportunity to kind of practice it, just saying. But if you are good at it, this is kind of a joke. This is really, really easy. But we're going to pretty much just cheese this. What we're going to do is aggro this guy, run away, run all the way away until the music stops. You kind of need to run like right here. And now we're going to go back. Don't just sprint though, like kind of walk so you see what's going on here. Okay, where is this dude? Okay, I messed it up. Pretty much what we need to do here is let him do his little attack, let him follow us, chase us. We need him to like kind of run up here. Come on, man. There you are. All right, now we run away. You really want to get the enemy like right around that area and then run over here. A lot of times he'll just chase you up there, but if he does like certain attacks, it can stop him. Now, once again, don't just run down here. Just kind of walk. And then, yeah, here he is. He's got his back to us, and boom, stealth kill on him. No problem. Now, same thing with this guy. Let's just try to lure him all the way over here. He's a little bit further down, so we have to be mindful of that. And I think we're in the right spot now, so now we can just go ahead and run away. Now, he might actually detect that dead body and kind of look at it. A lot of the enemies do that. Okay, the music's not going away. But a lot of enemies will actually like find a dead body and kind of look at it. So that is something. Okay, he's right there. And he's kind of looking towards us. So we need to wait a second. Just give it a second. He should actually start moving on. Or maybe he won't. What is he doing? Okay, well, let's crouch and maybe we can get behind him without him noticing us. Yeah, he's just standing there, but just like the other guy, a lot of times he'll be walking back. And here we go, we got him. Now, by killing these two guys, we're actually going to get an item, which is going to be a coin purse. And that one is going to give us, I think, like 1,000 gold whenever we use that. So that's really good, really useful. There's also a couple items down here we can grab. So let's grab them. And now we can actually make our way up top, which is where we need to go. And once I get up there, I'm probably going to take a quick break just because one thing I wanted to talk about is I canceled my original playthrough of this game because I just didn't really have the time for it, I'll be honest. And I didn't like the idea of me doing a blind playthrough because I just really wanted to sit there and play the crap out of the game, which I hope you can tell I have. Like, I have played a lot. And the thing is that I played so much that I actually messed up my thumb. I think I pulled the tendon in my thumb or in my wrist or whatever. And every time I bend my thumb now, from pretty much where the fingernail is, down to like the little joint there, every time I bend it, it hurts. So it's really not a problem so much for when I'm using the camera, but whenever I press a button like dodge, for example, it hurts. And every time I like bend it, it pops. So it's definitely not good, but if I sit here and I play a lot, it actually kind of hurts. So I try to take a little bit of like breaks and stuff in between. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to get something to drink. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I will see you guys in a moment. Alrighty guys, well I am back, and let me go ahead and put my firecrackers on. Now one thing I guess I should say is that I am using a brace for my thumb, and it has been helping. I use it when I sleep, I use it when I'm not playing. So that is something. And I don't want to scare anyone and say, you know, hey, if you play this game a lot, you're going to pull your tendon in your thumb. Because that's probably not going to happen. I don't know why it happened to me, but I have a friend who has this problem. It happens to him all the time. And this is the first time this has ever happened to me. So, yeah, it could be just because I'm getting older. Who knows? Alright, so we need to run over here, and we can take out this archer. Now, here's the deal. There's a lot of enemies up here, and there's really no good stealth way of approaching this. You could stealth kill one guy, run away, de-aggro them, come back, stealth kill another one. That is something you can do. But there's really just the one guy here who is a problem. And that is that guy right there, the guy with the axe. Everyone else is pretty weak, and we should be able to take them out no problem. So we're going to go and get this axe guy right now. Like I said, the rest of these guys shouldn't be a problem like this dude. Main thing here is just be a little bit patient. Oh, actually, here we go. We can sneak up a little bit on these guys. But just be a little bit patient and let those guys come to you. Let's take this guy out. There's about 5 enemies total here, so just know that. And we can go ahead and take this guy out. We actually killed the archer, like, immediately, which was quite awesome. Let's grab this item now. There is another axe guy with armor. Remember, if he has armor, it's annoying. There's another one in this building here, so we need to find him. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. I know he's in here somewhere, so we're gonna try to figure out a way to sneak up on this guy. Pretty sure if we go this way, we should be able to get him. Just have to find him. That's the only problem, is finding this guy. Oh, hello. There he is. Hey, buddy! How you doing? Alright, well, there you go. That's how you can do it. There is another enemy in here as well. I'm fairly confident. And there's like one item in here where I would think there would have been more, but I'm pretty sure there's only one. Where is this other enemy at? Oh, here he is. Hello. Well, whatever. That's the thing. Even if you don't get like a death blow stealth kill on an enemy, if you can surprise an enemy, you will make that fight with that enemy so much easier because it allows you just to start spamming and they're not guarding. They are completely unaware. And that is something that really helps a lot. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try to do a cheese. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've only ever gotten this cheese to work once, and that's it. And that is definitely a shame. The problem is there's a guy here who's meant to help us, and he will kind of mess up the cheese. But in a way, he kind of does help if it does work. But the first thing we're going to do is go and kill all the enemies in this area. So let's actually start with that. Now, honestly, just run up behind this guy because the other guy will always catch you if you get that kill on that guy. And now just take him out. He's one of the ones who will sit there and play with his torch, so it makes it real easy. Now, we should get our axe ready, but let's continue to use firecrackers for now. I'll be honest with you, I kind of want to just take this off. There we go. That's better. I would recommend that. That way, if we have our... Can I just take it off? I just want to take it off. There we go. That way, we can just swap between the two really quickly, because those are going to be the only two we're going to use here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come up behind this guy and stealth kill him. And then we're just going to rush these other guys and just go ham. As quickly as we can, because this big enemy is going to be trying to get us here. So, let's just try to be quick. Stupid archer. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa! Ow, 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 ow. Let's heal it up. Need to be a little bit careful. Alright, take this guy out if possible. Back it up. Main thing here is just be careful of the big guy. Be very careful of the big guy. Try to lure him to one spot while we deal with the little guys in the area. Because we don't want them chasing us. That's the main thing here. We do not want them chasing us. Oh, no. Wrong thing. Meant to use the axe. Alright, so now all these guys are done. We can heal. Get our firecrackers ready. Main thing here is to try to get him on us. Make sure he is right up on us. Okay? And we want him to chase us over here. So I'm just going to run for it, honestly, now. Or I'll really walk for it. We need him to come all the way over here. Now he's going to start backing up. Now that's the key. Ow! Try not to dodge. Let's heal it up. Now this other guy is behind him, and that's what we want. We want to have him doing this whole backup routine. And anytime he's looking at us, for the most part, we're going to be able to firecracker him, and he will be turning around with the other guy. See, he backs up. Now he's confused. He doesn't know which one to go for. Ow! Okay, firecracker. Okay, now this guy needs to go ham. Alright, be careful. Just teabag a doom. Let this other guy attack. Okay. Main thing is to always try to make sure you're behind him. This firecracker. Just do that as well. He's almost dead, so... There we go. The other guy got him for us. We do need to be careful because of our healing right now. Alright, now just spam. Honestly, if we just spam, this might work. If this other guy will continue to attack with us. This is what I was actually going for here, is to get him in this kind of spot so that he keeps trying to back up and we're able to just keep spamming. Oh god! No! No, no! No, 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 no! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we're in a bad spot here. Finally, it actually put that up on the screen for me. There we go, we got him though. And he is done. But as you can see, if you can get him in the right spot over here and this other guy is with you, you can literally just spam away and he really can't do anything. And his instinct is to back up. It's a really kind of weird cheese. If you can get that to work, that's great. If not, try to do this whole strategy of you stay on one side, let the other guy be on the other side. And if this guy dies, do not feel bad. It will not affect anything at all, okay? He doesn't give you like an item if he survives. He doesn't like show up again later if he survives. So like I said, don't feel bad if he dies. The whole purpose is to actually help you and make that part a little bit easier since this is like kind of the start of the game. Alright, so now we can use this idol here. There are several items that we can actually get here. We're almost dead, so we need to definitely rest. And now we can actually talk to this lady. This is the lady that gave us the bell, by the way. And there is an item over here we can pick up. And we can actually come through here. There's some enemies, but just go ham. And you should be good. Honestly, eat the firecracker, bro. There we go. Firecracker is just so good for everything. It's good against the normal enemies. It's good against pretty much everything. There's some items over here in these rooms. I think there's like 2 items here. And let's just double check. And now there is a little bit of a secret over here. So we're going to definitely use this. You have to hug the wall and you can turn it. And there's going to be a bunch of items in here and a chest as well. Now, most of the time, whenever you find like a chest, you're going to get a prayer bead out of it. So that is what we're going to get here. And some of that confetti. Confetti is really, really good. There's a couple enemies you can actually farm to get some. But for the most part, it is kind of rare. And that is a problem because for almost every boss, I would say, yeah, use confetti if you have it. Because it definitely helps. Alright, let's go ahead and use this. I think that's all the items. I hope I didn't miss any there. But now we can actually go ahead and get ready for this fight coming up. Now I actually should have some skills, but let's take this guy out real quick and talk to him. He's gonna give us a snap seed, and if you remember, we did actually get some of those. So I would recommend using them for this fight, but I kind of don't want to use them myself for the fight because I know that a lot of people might struggle with this fight, okay? And once again, if you are worried about this, go and spend your money, go and spend your points, or if you're close to a level, like how close am I to a level? Okay, I'm like halfway. One thing you can actually do, this is not a bad farming spot, I'll be honest. Like you can actually farm a little bit here if you just kind of like run out here, kill all those dudes, and then just like come back and rest. You can just do that if you're trying to get a level. That way you won't lose any. go spend your money, get some coin purses and all that type of goodness. But the main strategy we're going to use here is we're kind of going to do a cheese. Now, the first cheese we're going to do is really easy. And the first step of this fight is really easy. It's the second part of the fight that is difficult. And even with the cheese, it can be a little bit difficult. Now, the main thing is that on the second part of the fight, this lady is going to summon illusions. It's going to be some of these like thief guys, and they're like ghosts. Now, if you run in the middle of all the thieves and you use a snap seed, it will get rid of almost all of them for you. But what will happen is, regardless, if you use the snap seed or if you don't, eventually all of the guys are going to disappear, and it's going to give her like this ultimate ranged attack. If you get hit by that, that will probably kill you. So what you're going to want to do, regardless, is kind of run around the battlefield and try to find cover for whenever this attack comes, and try to have the attack hit one of these pillars. If you do that, you should be good, and you can go ahead and resume to cheese her. There are a couple different things that can potentially work for the cheese for the second part of the fight. The first part, you don't need to worry about cheesing. Well, we're going to cheese, but we're not going to use these moves to do it. One move is this Nightjar Slash. A lot of people really like this for this. And the other move is the Whirlwind Slash. I personally prefer the Whirlwind Slash. I think it's more consistent. The Nightjar one is so easy to mess it up, I personally feel like, because the timing is really weird and stuff. I don't know. I just don't really like it. Where with the Whirlwind Slash, I feel like this is much better. But the main strategy is once she's on the second phase, we are literally just going to continuously Whirlwind Slash her, just non-stop. Now, whenever she attacks us, though, because she will attack us, we do need to like dodge backwards or just get away from her for a second and then just continue on. If we get low health, we should heal. So you get the idea. We're going to just continuously do that attack until finally she will do her illusion. Whenever she does that, you have that option to run into the middle, use the snap seed, and then wait for the big attack to come and try to find a pillar to hide behind. Or don't use the snap seed, do the same thing, and try to find a pillar to hide behind. So that's going to be our strategy, and hopefully it will all work out. Alrighty guys, well, let's go ahead and do this now. One thing I did forget to mention, we can actually take the axe off for now, but let's put on the shuriken, because this lady will also jump in the air, and we can knock her out of the air with the shuriken. So that is something we can do. Alright, so we're going to have to reveal this now, and we're going to go ahead and come down here and open the door. But you have to have the key to open the door. That's why you have to talk to Al. But let's do this. Alright, so to start this fight, watch out for one attack from her. You do not want her to do the sweeping attack, because it is really annoying to deal with. But your main strategy for the first phase is so simple. Lock on, dodge, attack. And then that's it. Just dodge and attack. Dodge and attack. Dodge and attack. I know this is ridiculous, right? This is a LOL moment, but this works so well against her. She might get a couple hits on you, but for the most part, you'll just continuously smack her until she will finally go down. But yeah, just dodge, attack. Dodge, and attack. That's all you have to do. If she's in the air, just do that, where you hit her with the shuriken. And now we can finish her off. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to use a pellet just to get my health back, since it's pretty low. And we could also use one of these. You could, if you like, just to boost your attack. But now it's time to do the cheese. We're going to wait right here. This is where she's going to come out. Just chill here. And now, Whirlwind Slash. Whirlwind Slash. Whirlwind Slash. Whirlwind Slash. And if she attacks, back dodge. Whoa! Ow. Heal it up if we get hit. Okay. Whirlwind Slash. Whirlwind Slash. Okay, be careful if she jumps up in the air. Kind of like run away. Teabag of Doom if you have to. Okay. We need to be careful too for whenever she does do the illusion. She did do the illusion, so I didn't even realize it. Now, like I said, if you have the snap seeds, use them. If not, just run away to the other side of the map. And you're waiting for them to go away. Now, the attack should be coming our way. Hide behind the pillar, and we should be safe. And now, we can resume the fight. Well, at least the cheese. Okay? Kind of stay away from her. Remember, like I said, just dodge her anytime you feel like you need to. Dodge away. Okay? Don't worry about her little projectiles. They're really not a big deal. Throw the shuriken at her. If she's in the air, whirlwind slash. Whirlwind slash. She's kicking and stuff, so it's time to back up. That's really all it is to it, man. It's not really that bad if you do this strategy. Let's heal just in case. Alright. Yeah, you just gotta get away from her. Ow. She's so close to death. Just die, lady. There we go. Now, honestly, I should just be able to keep smacking her, but whatever, we got her. But that is how you can defeat her super easy, is just cheesing her with that whirlwind slash move. I personally prefer that to that nightjar move. But, you know, you can try out nightjar if you're having trouble. But I didn't want to use the snap seed just because I didn't want to show you that, just in case you have been struggling on this fight and you used them all, because that is something that actually can happen. Alrighty. But yeah, this other item we got will give us like another resurrection. I'm not exactly sure. But we are now officially done with Lady Butterfly. We can go ahead and now enhance our attack power. And yeah, I mean, that is definitely a fight where she is kind of like another brick wall. I would say that the ogre and her are the two like hardest things for a new player. But luckily, like I said, with that cheese, the first step, as you could see, is ridiculously easy with the whole dodge and attack, dodge and attack. That is ridiculous. And then the second phase is definitely not super hard. Normally, she might get off one illusion, but the main thing is to be careful about when she's attacking you, because you don't want to just keep spamming it. If she's attacking you, do want to like kind of back up and dodge and then just continue on. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head back to where we left off. Let's see here. And we can continue forward. Alrighty guys, well I am back. Make sure to put the axe on. That is something that you are going to want to have for this upcoming part. Now this is the section directly after that first boss. Let's go ahead and have our firecrackers on. Now because we got the attack enhanced, we should be able to take these guys out one hit now, which is really nice. And one little tip, I guess, I should say, if you haven't noticed, a lot of times I'll just run directly behind them and they'll shoot and they'll miss. Then I'll attack them. That generally does work really well. Now right here, be careful not to fall off, but just jump forward and grab onto that. And we can go ahead and hop up. Be careful once again. I have fallen off there multiple times. Now let's just go ahead and jump on this guy right here. And now we can just deal with this dude. He's real weak, so it shouldn't be a problem. Watch out for Doggy. If Doggy is real close to you like that, just swing. It's completely fine. Now, honestly, I'm just going to let the dogs come over to me so I can deal with them. Alright. They're gone now. Now, this guy is kind of unaware of me. Once again, run behind him and get him. Now, let's quickly deal with these rats. If you remember, that's one guy wanted us to deal with some rats. Well, here are the rats. So, let's take this one out. Real easy. We can eavesdrop on them, and I believe they actually do talk about that guy. Now, we are going to be able to get a stealth kill on one of them. The other one, we will not. So, what we're going to do is actually run up, get a stealth kill, swing at the other one a couple times so he blocks. Then we're going to use the axe, and it should be really easy. So, get the stealth kill. This guy's getting up now. Swing at him a couple times. Use the axe. Boom. There you go. Very, very easy. Okay, so now, I believe that's the only real item over here. I'm just going to double check because you never know. And I might be forgetting something. But now I'm going to run back. And there was the guy with the rifle. Now, honestly, you could just rush him. It's completely fine. But you can also get him by just kind of jumping up here. Don't fail like me. He's in the tunnel there, so we can just kind of like jump over here and go up behind him and get him like this. As you can tell, I do like to be sneaky and get a lot of stealth kills. Now, we can go ahead and jump up this wall here, and then from here we can actually go ahead and grapple up to this tower. There is an item in the tower, so let's go ahead and grab that. And there is actually a way to skip this mini boss coming up here, which I don't recommend doing just because I don't think that's a good idea. But you can actually jump up and grab this, and if you can do it right, it is kind of tricky. You can kind of jump off this tree to that wall, and if you do that, you can completely skip this boss battle. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hop down here. You can hop down there from either way. You don't need to jump up there. And then we're going to actually grapple across over here. And that's going to lead us to some items. Now there's a lot of guys on this wall, but we can kind of run close, firecracker them. I didn't want to get death blows. Try not to get death blows because you don't want to get poisoned here. And their poison they leave on the ground will stay there for a moment. So let's just try to get them without being poisoned, because if we get poisoned, it's a problem for us. Alright. They love to run into their own poison too, which is kind of annoying. Okay. But that is done now, so we can go ahead and pick up the items. And then we just kind of like run back to where we were before, hop down, jump up to the tower. Now what we're going to do here is we're actually going to take out... Oh man, I did not mean to do that. I should have eavesdropped on them. It's fine though. Take out these two guys real quick. Now there's going to be two big guys over here. If you come from this angle, this is extremely easy. Be careful. Make sure it flashes. So it flashes. Take out the two big guys. No problem. Oh man, I knew I was going to get hit there. I was trying to do the teabag of doom, but I messed it up. Now, if you remember, I talked about these guys before. They like to block and deflect a lot. Well, if you just charge up your attack, you can actually, like, get them that way. They're very easy if you actually charge up your attack. So that's kind of their weakness. Now, if we run up these steps over here, there's going to be a couple items for us to grab. So we're going to go ahead and get those real quick. And there's going to be another item that we can get. But for that, we're going to need to run all the way over here. Go up these steps, and then jump over this wall here. And then we just drop down and pick this up. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure we got all the items in this area and stuff. So what we can do is we can actually go and fight the mini boss. But I'm probably going to try to make sure I have at least full health for that. But I'm also going to make my way back to the one guy. That way I can at least get his techs so that I can get his abilities. His abilities are super good. And I have 9 build-up abilities right now, or skill points, whatever you want to call them. I have a bunch of them built up, and I might actually use them like right away, just because. But if you were spending those, that's fine. But these are some abilities you definitely want to get. So let's talk to him and get his techs. And that's that. Okay, so now... I could rest, but that's going to respawn all the enemies, which isn't a real big problem, but I might just go ahead and use some pellets. This is what I normally use pellets for, is whenever I don't want to rest because I don't want to respawn enemies, but I also don't want to waste any of my healing gourds because I know that a fight's coming up, and that fight could actually be somewhat difficult. I'll be honest with you, this mini boss makes me nervous because I just don't like him. I mean, that's the reality of it. Now, let's actually grab some of this stuff. A lot of these abilities are great. Absolutely great. Now, why can't I grab this? Oh, I don't have enough points, I guess? Whatever. Oh, actually, no, I had to grab that first. But we're going to grab that just because this is important to get for upcoming fights and stuff. So, definitely grab that. We're not going to use that ability yet, though, just because we don't need it yet. But it is an amazing, amazing skill to use against a lot of different fights throughout the game. Alright, so everything is cleared, so we can just kind of run right for the boss. Like I said, this boss makes me a little bit nervous. It's a mini boss, but it kind of feels like a literal, real boss because he's kind of like a glass cannon. I mean, I don't know. He's kind of a tank, too. Oh, my God, my face! But, yeah, I mean, here's the deal. If you hit him in the head, he's going to take a lot of damage, but it's so unsafe to stay in front of him. So, the best way to fight him is to try to get behind him. Anytime that you are, like, face-to-face to him, try to get behind him. This is where the whole unlock dodge technique can really come in handy. The firecrackers work really well for this fight, but at the same time, you cannot spam them in this fight. There's like a 15-second cooldown, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's go ahead and use another pellet just to make sure we have full health for this. Now this guy, we're going to go ahead and just stealth kill him. Now you have two options here. You can let this boss actually take out these guys, or you can actually kind of get them to come to you. Normally, one will come and then the other one will come because, you know, why not? Like, take this dude out. Be careful not to walk forward too much. Alright, come on, bro. I'm gonna try to do the counter on you. I really should just attack you if you're gonna be like that. I mean, come on. There we go. Jesus. Alright, got him now. Remember, the way this fight's gonna go, try to get the butt. It's all about that butt. If you can get some headshots, that's good. But go for the butt. Now, once this starts, he's gonna go ham on the battlefield. You're pretty much safe at first, because he's always going to destroy a bunch of stuff. Oh, God! Okay. Just dodge like crazy to get behind him. Okay. Get behind him. Oh, my God. Run and sprint as well. Honestly, I'm going to take the time to use this last pellet I have. Okay, okay. Honestly, firecracker. Oh, I missed. Okay. Firecracker. There we go. That can help you get some positioning on him. Alright, just go ham on his butt. Dodge. Keep the butt. Luckily, he doesn't have... Oh, my God. Now, that attack... Oh, my God. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Anyway, that attack can be deflected, so... And that will stun him for a moment. But as you can see, like, right there, I need to get out of here, away from the face. Honestly, whenever you're like that, you can literally just run from him to give you a better positioning on the field. Okay. Alright, I deflected that, but I'm taking... Ow! Ow! I hate this guy so much. Get the butt. Alright, firecracker. There we go. To the butt. Get the butt. See, I'm unlocked to try to avoid this stuff. Block that. Oh, God! I don't know how he missed me, but he did. Get to the butt. Hit that butt. Just kind of run around in circles. We just run around in circles. That's what we do here. Honestly, the timer goes down and boom! Firecracker! What up, fool? It's time for the butt! Get that butt! I'm just glad he doesn't have any, like, ability to hit you from behind. Because if he did, he'd be so OP. Hello! Ah! Ow! Even when you, like, deflect that, I think that wasn't a deflection, though. That was more or less a block. Whoa! Hello! Alright. Get to the butt. Hit that butt. Ow! Ow! No! Ow! Ah! You're going ham! There we go. And... he is going ham. And now he is down, and we can finish him off. Not the best fight. In fact, I want to say that probably was the worst fight of this entire series so far. But it's not that horrible as long as you can get the butt. But yeah, trust me, even that fight makes me nervous just because. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. But whenever... oh, hello. Whenever you feel like he is charging at you, you just really have to be, like, careful. Like, you can try to deflect if you feel like there's no way you can dodge. You can unlock to try to dodge behind him. Anytime he turns to you and now his face is towards you, try to get a dodge so that you can get back to the butt. But that's really the best strategy against him. Especially for, like I said, a new player. Like, even me, like, I'll be honest, like, I can't do the whole hit him in the head thing. I've seen people be able to defeat him by hitting him in the head, like, the entire time. That's crazy, man, like, because you can stun him and stuff if you hit him in the head enough. Alrighty, guys, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope that you have enjoyed it and that this has helped. If it has, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe for future videos, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.